natural. That's what the judges look for in the interview for Miss Arkansas or Miss America. And they want to know who you are, what you think, will you relate to kids as well as old people, such as myself, or they're just looking for the total package, and that's what you need to be. And that comes from many years of development, not just 6 weeks, many years of becoming who you are.
I think a good interview tip is to always try to be honest. And I think when you're honest, the judges will see you as a true person and never be scared to say, I don't know.
Be yourself, but pay attention to the judges. If you have any information about the individual judges ahead of time, relate your answers to the judge who asked you the question and send it back to them.
So when you go into your interview, you should use it as a time to talk about why you are the person for that job, and then what you want to do with what you've learned for the rest of your life.
Best interview tip would be make sure whenever you are looking at an issue, be sure that you can argue it on both sides. And then once you're able to do that, you can really understand another person's point of view in it.
I found that as I went into interview, if I had more of a canned paragraphic type of answer for the judges, it just seemed like it wasn't as natural. And if I went in with more of a concept for answers, that it tended to be more natural.
It shouldn't feel like a question and answer session. And so although it is of some type, you have to make it feel very conversational and just be real and be personable, and that the judges will love you. It's the best thing you can do in an interview.
I believe that the best interview tip is being well-rounded. So for example, because I was always strong at being very professional and good at current events, I really had to work on being fun and flirty. So I focused on my warmth and my relatability in interview. And once I mastered those two qualities, then I felt like I had a very well-rounded and dynamic interview.
I think the best thing for an interview is just to be as prepared as you can be. You know, if you're prepared and you've done all the work and put in all the work ahead of time, then you're going to be ready no matter what happens, no matter what question they throw at you.
My best interview tip would be to go into the room with the goal of getting to know the judges and let them get to know you a little bit. And I think it's so important too to also read up on who your judges are going to be so that you have background on them, and then just treat it like you're sitting there with friends trying to get to know each other.
I would have to say that the best interview tip that I ever received was to actually do the job before you become Miss Arkansas. So spending time as a local title holder, doing the job, speaking to schools, developing your school program, I think is probably the best interview tip. It creates a lot of substance in the interview, and I think makes a really valuable experience for the judges as well.
And I think that's the most important tip that I could give anyone is don't be tempted to become somebody else or try to emulate or model someone else. You be who God created you to be. And so either win as yourself or lose as yourself, but be yourself.